Alright guys, so with the August 30th update coming soon, we have the maintenance information and I want to let you guys know the timing for the ones who are going to be inside of the US. Alright, and I also wanted to tell you guys a couple of the things about the part 3 of the update that is going to be happening, as well as some things that you guys want to keep in mind before the maintenance happens. So let's go over the maintenance information first, and you guys can see that it is going to be taking place from August 30th. KST time, Korean Standard Time, and it's going to be from 2 p.m. all the way up to 7 p.m., which is going to be the normal time that we have gotten about 5 hours of maintenance. They can end it early, they could extend it, depends on how fast they're able to do this. Alright, so if you guys are wondering what the time is for the US, because I am currently in the US, alright, for EST it's going to be from 1 a.m. all the way up to 6 a.m. For CST, which is going to be for me, it's going to be from 12 a.m. all the way up to 5 a.m. And then for MST, I had some viewers ask me about MST. MST is going from 11 p.m. for August 29th all the way up to 4 a.m. on August 30th. And then for PST, Pacific Standard Time, it is going to be from 10 p.m. August 29th all the way up to 3 a.m. on August 30th. So there is going to be that 5-hour gap between. So make sure to, produce all your materials and things like that before the maintenance starts, so that you guys are not wasting time while the maintenance is going on. All right, so a couple of the things that I want to talk about. First, a lot of you guys are wondering, where is the next cookie? All right, so I did see a video where it said, quote unquote, Frilled Jellyfish has been officially canceled. It has not been canceled. There is no words about whether Frilled Jellyfish was even going to come out or not, so that is not true. But we do have 27 days until the entire event is going to be over. Seems like how we had with the Pattaya Dragon update, or the legendary Red Dragon update. We had Royal Margarine and Pattaya in part 1. We had Tartatan and Snapdragon part 2. And part 3, for us, it was Wildberry Magic Candy as well as T-Knight's Magic Candy. But it seems like this time around with the Mermaid's Tale, they decided to go with 1 epic and then 2 legendary with the rerun banner. And then we're going to have part 2 with Crimson Coral and the Super Epic and the new Super Mayhem and the Tower that is going to be added. And then part 3 is going to be no extra story, but they're probably going to be releasing Frilled Jellyfish as the Epic for that 3rd part, and then going to release a Magic Candy for Sorbet. Alright, it seems like they're trying to give us a little bit of gap in between, Black Pearl's Crystal Gem as well as the Magic Candy for Sorbet, because they're probably going to be using the same materials. And then also giving us some time for us to farm some crystals, I guess, in order to pull on Frilled Jellyfish. So if you guys have been saving up your crystals, I guess you guys do have about a week or 2. In my opinion, it's going to be 2 weeks until the next update again. So you guys have about 2 weeks of guild boss battle rewards, as well as most likely, I think, Arena is also going to be ending then too. So you guys will have Arena reward as well. Alright, so that's the information that I wanted to share about the 3rd part, or potential 3rd part, about the Mermaid's Tale update. Again, I think part 2 of the Mermaid's Tale is going to end the story, because we do have this right over here. It seems like the story is going to end with that, but we're going to have the extra additional, cookie as well as the Magic Candy come out for part 3. All right, so now going on to some of the things that I want you guys to keep in mind before the maintenance happens, all right, is one thing right over here. Go to the quill and make sure you guys are taking advantage of this watch ad before the maintenance as well as reset happens, especially if you guys are sitting at 100. This is something that my guild member actually reminded us about. I completely forgot about it. They have been doing it for a very long time, and they have over around, I believe, maybe close to 500 quills for the part 2 of the story. Very, very good for them to do that, especially if you guys are stuck or you guys can't beat dark mode and you guys are just sitting and waiting for the part 2 to come out. It's a good thing for you guys to go and save some extra quills that they are giving out by watching the ads. All right, you're able to save at least up to 36 per day. Kind of late on this, but yeah, at least you guys can do this before the maintenance actually happens, so that you guys have extra quills for the 2nd part of the Mermaid's Tale. And a couple other things that I do want to kind of recommend you guys to do is do not spend your daily bounty here, as well as some Cookie Alliance tickets and Tower Suite Chaos and the other stuff in general. It might be a better idea, especially if you guys are going to be awake before the maintenance, all right, or at least when the maintenance is over, it's probably going to be a good thing to save it and use it after the maintenance, because we're probably going to have a super epic quest, all right, in order to pull for or get the currencies to pull for Crimson Coral. They might include some daily bounties, Cookie Alliance, some Tower of Sweet Chaos key usage and things like that. So it might be best to kind of save it, especially if you guys are going to be staying awake and if you guys are going to be playing the game before the reset happens. All right, so that's something that I do want to recommend you guys to do. But besides that right now, guys, I think that is pretty much it. I think there is a possibility that Holloberry might be pushed out of the meta. I kind of talked about this during the update breakdown video because of the fact that they're trying to make Crimson Coral's buff be used with only her as the frontline cookie. There is a possibility they're trying to push out Holloberry, or she might just be used for world exploration and things like that, on top of the Super Mayhem that we're getting. So we'll have to see how this goes. And also it's a possibility that Sea Fairy might actually become a lot more viable, because Crimson Coral is going to be able to utilize the water type skill damage, as well as buff up Sea Fairy with the HP shield as well with the coral armor. We'll have to see what that does exactly, the buff and things like that. But pretty much that's what we have gotten, and I just want to quickly remind you guys of. So make sure to go and take advantage of everything that I mentioned, especially the production before the maintenance happens, so that you guys are not wasting 5 whole hours. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be going live for this update as well. We're going to be reviewing the new cookie, as well as going to finish the part 2 of the Mermaid's Tale. So watch out for that, and I'll see you guys then during the live stream.